is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.
I don't know where to start, where to end, what's the middle, and this is the one thing that when I look at the Dolphins right now, I don't know who to trust. I don't know who to believe. Flo just went through this whole thing and lied to everybody because he didn't want to actually really say what his structure was for the offensive coordinator. So he kind of misled everybody. And then after a thorough embarrassment, he had to correct the issue he had, because if he actually did it the way he said he was going to do it, then maybe you would have had a shot at success, but obviously you were doing it differently than you told us. And so, I there's a part of me that is kind of, it's kind of like I'm torn in all kinds of directions right now, because I really don't know what's going on in the organization. I really don't know if they know what's going on look at the results. This is some of the worst coaching I have seen in Dolphin history, period. That's Camflo can now, he's going to move in right next to Cam Cameron and others and Adam Gase, because you think about it, his teams are becoming worse than Adam Gase's teams. And his team right now is currently as bad as Cam Cameron's team. Right? I mean, it's not like they have a ton of wins left on the roster anymore. We can't imagine them turning things around anymore now. Maybe they get lucky and they win another game or two, but it's not because they're actually going to figure this out, because that's the frustrating part, that when you look at your head coach, he has no answers. And we're at a point now where we have nothing left for this season. You understand that, right? That's the thing about what's going on now. We have nothing left for the season. I told you last week, listen, hey, maybe, it's up to Tua development now. Over the next, so many games, Tua plays well, you can at least feel good about your quarterback and not you got to now build everything else around him. And at least you say, okay, well, if they can improve coaching, if they can get a better offensive line, then Tua can move on. You know what I'm saying? But Tua's not going to be here. It doesn't look like Tua's part of the mix. So who cares about his development now? Right? And these idiots are in the process of wanting Watson. You are now killing the value of trying to trade Tua, because everybody knows you're going after Watson and you don't want Tua. This is the most dysfunctional situation that I've seen in a long, and let me tell you, the Dolphins have had a lot of dysfunctional situations. And my guy, Chris Greer, talked about having no dysfunction anymore and moving on from it and turning the page. And it looked like that the first 2 years. But this year, man, it doesn't get any more dysfunctional than this outside of Bullygate. You don't support your quarterback. It's disturbing.
This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.